Let's go over the types of breathing in labor. So during contractions in labor, you're going to allow that breath to come into your belly and out. It's a slow, quiet process. Your belly is going to expand, and more importantly, your pelvic floor is going to go down and out, allowing your baby to move down into that open pelvic floor. So your inhale is going to come in, expanding, and your exhale is going to come out. Now do that again and make sure that your rib cage is not going out. You want that breath to go down into the belly. Put your hands on your lower belly, under your belly button, and feel your belly expanding down into your pelvic floor and slowly out. Shoulders are relaxed, and this is a nice releasing breath for the contractions. Now, once you've made it to full dilation and your cervix is open, your baby's head's going to start traveling down. With that pressure, you're going to start adding a little of a deep sound, and this is how we know that you're fully dilated. So rather than being quiet during the contraction, you start to have sounds like So add that sound mostly on the exhale and feel it travel down, keeping your hand down at the lower part of your belly and making a good low sound. Envisioning the word down, using the word low. So the jaw is open, and it's still a gentle exhale. As your baby is moving down, this happens anywhere from 9 centimeters to 10 centimeters. As the baby starts to move down the vagina and is navigating through this open cervix, you start making even deeper sounds. At the end of it, there might be a little bit of a grunt as you feel that pressure. To facilitate the baby moving down, we use what we call downbreathing. In yoga, this is the breath that they say is Yoga Nidra, where it travels the back, and it's like a Darth Vader breath. And you're using that breath held within the throat, and your jaw is not open anymore. It's more closed as you're going. So there's a little bit of a moan there, and you start to hear really deep sounds. Okay? If you're sitting on a couch or a ball right now, you should feel the pressure going down into your pelvic floor as you're bulging into the seat. So let's make this a shorter inhale and a longer exhale now. Do you feel that bulge going down into what you're sitting on? Now let's add the lifting of the baby's body up into your abs. You're going to contract the abs right below your rib cage, which pulls the belly in, and it's like you're hugging your baby in. So now on your exhale, you're going to contract those abs, feeling the baby's body tuck into your body. Do you feel that you're bulging more into your pelvic floor now as you're contracting and hugging your baby in? You want to have your spine in a neutral to curved position. So make sure that you are tucking your tailbone just a little bit forward. Your shoulders might be a little bit forward. We're gradually getting more into a C shape as we curl around the baby as we're actually pushing. So we're moving this down breathing into an actual push, curling around the baby. So now your abs are pulling baby in, your body's curling around, and you're giving even more grunt and push at the end of that down breathing, making a sound like So that grunt at the very end. If you hold that, that's moving that baby through on that last bit of that contraction, and that's highly effective. Now at the very end of pushing, when the baby is all the way down at the perineum, you're going to have a lot of pressure and the ejection reflex. Now you're going to be pushing your baby through the perineum, and it's best to sustain this hold, particularly if it's your first birth. We want to hold this and be effective at moving the baby through this tight tissue. So instead of us releasing our breath, we're going to keep all that breath in our belly and bulge it down and hold it and hold it and hold it longer until you need to let it go. So short inhale and a long hold, bulging the perineum down, curling around, really feeling that bulge near your bottom and in your butthole. It's like pooping, and you're holding that until you need to release it. Good. Now you are going to, at the very end, as your baby is actually coming through the perineum, through the ring of fire, you're going to actually allow your body to have more stretch on that perineum by rising up a little bit. If you're laying in a bed, if you're in an epidural, you would bring your legs down. As the baby exits, the head's going to go back. It feels like you're going to tear right back there in your rectum, but the head's going to push back on that perineum and come out. So your knees are kind of together more. You might be lifted up a little bit off of your knees, and you're going to pant as the head is coming through the perineum. So it's crowning, and the midwife is going to say, hold it there, blow your air out, and you're going to go, you're going to hold it there as long as the midwife guides you to hold it, allowing it to stretch. If the midwife says to push, you're going to maintain that bulge and that pressure. It's going to depend on your body and your baby and your pushing, whether you're guided to be pushing or to be panting. So connect with what's going on here, use your breath work, and once that baby comes right through that fire at the end coming out, let yourself go into that outer space moment, get a few breaths, trust that everyone's right there taking care of your baby, and then come back to your body, reach down, and pick up your beautiful newborn baby.